Quick mic check. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Awesome. Alrighty, I think we're gonna get started here. We don't need to delay today. Hopefully we don't have to deal with we don't have to deal with untapped days. That should make things easier. Alright. Okie dokie. Real quick, how's the audio? How's the music? Is it too loud or is it quiet enough that you can still hear me reasonably well? Looks like the plugin for chat is not working super well for Stream Elements, fortunately. Alright, but that's okay. I'll just watch it on YouTube. Alright, so we got 3 booster boxes to crack open. And it's going to be a nice long stream. Hopefully we can keep it interesting, so we can pull some crazy stuff. With that said, thanks you guys for turning in. Let's get these open. As you can kind of tell by the little card I've got in the corner, that's the card I'm hoping to pull. With that Rayquaza V alt art featuring Zinnia. I think I'd be happy with the VMAX too, but I think that's the favorite art from the set for me. I don't know if it's just me, but that plastic is tougher than usual. All right, got a double Umbreon. Double Sylveon. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Double Rayquaza and double Duraludon. Awesome. Let's do this. We'll open one of each. Which one wins? We'll do that twice, and then we'll just open packs like normal. All right. So let's start with Umbreon. So, got Grass Energy. I'm gonna go through these a little fast because it's been a minute since we've started. I can get the color in there good. Bad, Ombre, Ice Pop, Eevee, Applan. We got a Hollow Rare Hydreigon. Nice. Umbreon not starting out too hot, but at least it's a hollow. Alright. I'm finding a decent spot for this lighting. And another holo rare, this time Moltres. Let's see that. Alright, let's try Rayquaza. Will we pull Rayquaza out of the Rayquaza pack? Or will this just be a dud pack? Try this. Oop, I'm seeing something in there. What do we have? Crafty and Rayquaza V Max. Not a great V Max, but it is a pull. Something. Put this over here. All right. And finally, wait on. So Rayquaza is winning. Rayquaza is winning. See, can TheRelaxedMovement beat it? Amazing how many cards there are in sets now. And Altaria. Good card, but cool. Alright, let's give him another shot. Rayquaza is currently in the lead. Let's see how Umbreon does in a second chance. And a Feeble. Not all over. Alright. I wish Pokemon would kind of shift to be more like Digimon, where they have art all over the card. Kind of like how they did in Cosmic Eclipse with the special arts. Like you see a card like this, and the card art's not bad, but it's kind of eclipsed by the rest of the card. But if it could be the full card, it would be so much nicer looking. And a non-holo Smeargle. Alright. The Ray is definitely still in the lead. And Appleton. All over. Alright, you're all done. Good chance to redeem yourself. Can you do it? Fire Energy. Digging Gloves. Fire Mountains. This is like literally just Brooklet Hill, and it's so good. Speaking of cards that need to just be full arts, this card is gorgeous, and I think if it were the full card, honestly, just need to do like art cards too. Ooh, nice. Galarian Moltres Reverse, and we got something shiny, I think. Leafeon V. This is one of the most important cards from the set for me, because it's probably my favorite deck out of the set. Leafeon V Max is super fun to play. It's not actually a bad deck either, despite what certain hot chocolates will say about the matter. Alrighty. Let's just get to cracking now. It's Umbreon again. You understand that they're increasing the set sizes because there are so many Pokemon, but they've got Pokemon that haven't had cards for years, like Blossom, and it sucks. Maybe they're just saving Blossom for the new Diamond Pearl stuff. I think there's something here. Oh yeah, there's a gold card for sure. Full face guard. Alright, that's very pretty. Don't know how much play that's actually going to see, but it's a pretty card. Okay. You can barely read it on camera with how sparkly that is. Alrighty. Umbreon trying to redeem itself. Every time I see Zoro, I just think of Zoroark GX back when that was in standard. That was quite a card. Beautyfly and Altaria. You play all the Altaria I want now. Yeah, Christian. Leafeon's super fun. Did you ever get a chance to playtest with me on Leafeon? No, I playtested with a bunch of people, but I don't know if I actually got a chance to play you. I don't think so. And a Wishy-Washy. Everybody's budget deck from the set that, well, we'll see how well it ends up working now. Sylveon's turn again. We got wanting to sprout. Stuffing Center Reverse Hollow and Slacking Hollow Rare. A few times I think the hollow actually works for the art. I really am not super fond of the hollow foil for Sword and Shield. Maybe I'm just too partial to the Cosmos hollow foil that they used to use back in Neo. But I really haven't been a fan of the hollow foil they've been using. I think a problem too is like the hollow cards in general are just kind of not seen as hits. Like, back in the day, at least Jirachi was worth, you know, something, and so if you pulled a Jirachi, it was like, yeah. But now you pull a card, and unless it's a V or V Max, you pretty much just don't care. And Lilligant, non-hollow rare. All right, Rayquaza. Somebody was pointing out on Twitter that Pokemon Company International actually changed the claw marks for the dragon Pokemon on the templates for the English and international cards. Thought that was kind of interesting. And in a different spot. Actually, don't think it looks quite as good, but yeah. Alright, we've got a Fletchling, also known as Dies to Regieleki in pre-release, and the Wishy-Washy. That Rayquaza is the chase card. I am hoping I can pull that. I have 3 booster boxes to try to pull it. We'll see if I can get it. I did pull the gold full helmet, full face card, so that's probably all of my luck for the entirety of this opening, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get super lucky. Chan. Will Lantern and Lycanroc. Speaking of poor Pokemon with unplayable cards this generation. Then again, I guess we thought the same about Alchemy for the longest time, right? Maybe something will come along and bust Lycanroc for us. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty busted. A double... Was it double secret rare in the same box, Christopher? Oh, hey, look. Here's got a code card. Let me know if you guys get that code card, and if you pull anything, be sure to post your polls in the chat on the Discord. Shiftry, non-holo rare. And hits. Well, I'm at what, 4 I think right now. We got 4. Dracozolt, Leafeon, full face guard, and Lycanroc. So yeah, I'm at 4 hits so far for this box. I don't think I'm quite halfway. I'm not doing bad, but I feel like this set's pretty decent to open. But I'm also really leery of Fusion Strike. I think Fusion Strike's gonna be kind of a bad set. But we'll see. With our luck, they'll dump all the alternate art evolutions into it, so they'll give people a reason to actually open this set. Grass Energy. The number of Poketubers even that call that Leaf Energy is mind-boggling. Been in the game for 25 years. Surely you can learn the right name for the card. Ombre and Outland. Okie dokie. So we have pulls, just not very many at the moment. Metal Energy, Blow It, Chroma maybe. Cool. Reap. Drowsy. I think I see something. It heard me complaining. And full art Noivern. If I pulled the alternate art Noivern, I think I'd be super happy too. That card is amazing. There is some great art in this set, that's for sure. Okay, so the color is annoying. But at least that's technically correct, right? Because at least per the old Wizards cards, color is a thing in the game. So green technically is fine. Like obviously it doesn't sound especially intelligent. Technically, it's right. No, it's not called colorless energy for nothing. This card may very well be the best card in the set. It's super stupid powerful. I'm glad they didn't pull a Rosa and make it super hard to pull. Washi and Entei all over. Might have been decent if Waller were still in format. It's not. Alright. Fighting energy. Boost Shake. Gonna be super good. And expanded. Don't know that it's that great with standard. Is that beautiful Tayursa art again? Another awesome Flaffy and Seismitoad. However. Okie dokie. I've talked about how Leafeon's my favorite deck from the set. I'm curious what everybody else's favorites are, because I know I'm not the only one that's been playing Evolving Skies. Lots of Lotad today. Lotad is our buddy here. Another Teddy Ursa. I have to play. Dragonol is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, and that card's not horrible, but maybe not the best in standard. Simple, and the rare is, oh look, back-to-back Entei. So we're at 5 pulls so far on the box. Blue is good. Definitely not Marshadow, but it's still good. Slippage, oh boy. Alright, we're having an avalanche of cards, guys. That means it's about time to start a new stack. Ready. Wet and Seismitoad. Seismitoad out wants to play. Here. Alright, 5 pulls. We got like 10 packs left. Let's see how we do. Fire energy. That means this pack will be fire too. Copycat. Copycat would be really great if this format didn't have stuff like research. I think research is making it so that you basically play research and then like whatever other draw support you have to play in your deck. Usually Marnie. Olga, Bebe, and I see something. Suicune, yay. It's starting to get a little expensive on PTCGO. People realize it's good. I love cards like Suicune where people they kind of sleep on it. They're like, oh, Blizzard Rondo. Well, your opponent can just play around it, so it's not good. Then they ignore the ability. Reminds me of prior to the release of Sword and Shield base set on Reddit, and somebody was seriously arguing that Zacian V was a bad card because it was just a hop. Like, cool. Yeah, that's totally gonna be the case. Bad card because it's just a hop. It's like, but it's a hop. that like also can attach energy. I think I see something. Some sparkly. Hitmonchan. Gourgeist. So you in the pool, right? Let's see. Espeon V. That art is so much more impressive, I should say, than I would expect for a 5-band. Like, even 5-band brought their A game in this set. Actually, really nice. For those who don't know, 5-band is, I believe they're part of Creatures. They're owned, if you will. They're part of the Pokemon cluster of companies. So they get all the contracts for stuff they don't want to pay regular artists to do. Well, we have another busted. Good. Timbo. Eevee. Drowsy. And Tropius. Nope. Tropius is the pull for this. The rare, rather. Not even a hollow for this pack. Okie dokie. Sylveon's time. Alright. Metal Energy. 40. Okay, I'm seeing sparkles here. I am already seeing sparkles. Violet. Sleep. Look back. Oh boy. Eevee. Temple. Fly. Applan. That one, and the pull for this pack is Full Art Zinnia Resolve. That is such a cool card. It is not the Rayquaza V alt art, but you know what? I'll take it. I love this card too. That is a really awesome card. The effect is just good too. Like Erica's Hospitality, but less restrictive. If you've ever been able to draw a crap ton of cards off of Erica, you know how good it can be. Yeah, I think that's my favorite pull of the box so far. I know the gold helmet is super cool and all, but that Full Art Zinnia is definitely my favorite so far. Lady and... oh, look, it's the Birdie Killer. I put it in a pre-release for Evolving Skies, and I started... was it Fletchling from this set? It was just 40 HP. And I had to go first. My opponent started Regieleki, attached an energy to it, and knocked out my poor little Fletchling, and that was it. That was the game. Hitting for weakness does not feel good when you've only got 40 HP, and your opponent's doing 20 on turn 1. Because 40 in the KO. It was rough. Moral of the story is, if you have a little birdie in your deck, guys, maybe don't go first in a pre-release. Alright. This just reminds me of Lost March, and then I get sad because it's not Lost March. I really like Lost March. I played it the whole time it was legal as like a little side fun deck, but it was never super competitive, unfortunately. Ooh. Speaking of little birdies, watch out, Fletchling. Regieleki's gonna kill you. Regier and Raichu Hollow Rare. It's one of those cards that if Electropower were in format would be actually really good. Okie dokie. Glad to see Snowleaf Badge. Another card I need for my Leafeon deck. There's so many proxies in that deck right now, it's crazy. I'm going to be opening a one of the trainer's toolkits after this box. And I'm actually gonna I actually need some of the cards out of it. I've got so many decks built. Wishy-washy. One hollow rare. Okay. Umbreon. Speaking of Umbreon, we haven't pulled any Umbreon. Craziness. In that Braviary reminds me of Pokecore the other day. Not Talonflame, by the way. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was that thought that was Talonflame, but that was quite funny. I have Mad Party built. I actually have Mad Party built for both standard and for expanded. There we go. Okay. I have Mad Party built for both formats. It's the only deck I have built for expanded. It is pretty scary and expanded. I just play it locally for players who want to have somebody to play against them for expanded. It's really fun to play in both standard and in expanded, but it's just not especially competitive. That's the biggest problem with a lot of these decks like that. Like, I don't know if they're scared of having another Night March or what, but they've been very careful to not make them especially viable. They went so far as to print a Spiritomb just to make sure that if it ever did see any semblance of play in standard, that they could kill it immediately by having it being teched. Like, it's really sad to see how they've been treating single prizers in general. But that one, but Mad Party in particular, is like, oh, look at this cool archetype you'll never actually get to play in any sort of viable capacity. And Gourgeist. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun to be a voice actor in a Pokemon show and just like say the name of a Pokemon repeatedly and that like be your acting. I mean, obviously you have to put some emphasis into it. You can't just be like, oh, Scrafty. Although, suppose there are Pokemon where that kind of is what you do. Yeah, still. Not every Pokemon can be Magneton. Lucky Ice Pop. Running a card that's actually worse than Potion. Down to 3 packs, guys. 3 packs. I'm gonna say this is not a busted box. Gourgeist is interesting. Oh no. It feels like it has tools, but because it's a single prizer, it feels like it doesn't have enough of them. There's seriously got to be something for single pricers to fix it. Like, with how bad the stage 2s and even a lot of the stage 1s have been lately, I genuinely wonder if they are going to reprint something like Broken Time Space. Speaking of Gourgeist here, let's go ahead and read the card since we got it out. It says, reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. This attack does 60 damage for each psychic Pokemon you find there. Then shuffle those Pokemon back into your deck and discard the other cards. So, decent damage output, but for Twin Energy, I think if it were more like Malamar from Chilling Reign, where you just had to touch a single energy that wasn't a Twin Energy, you'd be okay. I don't know about Twin Energy. So Broken Time Space, basically, I'm not going to try to remember the exact wording, but the general gist of it is you don't have to wait to evolve. So normally you'd have to wait a turn to evolve to stage 1 and evolve to stage 2 on the next turn after that. So 3 turns to get to the stage 2. Rare candy, you know, you can skip 1 turn because you can jump from the basic to the stage 2. But with broken time space, it was just like, evolution, that's all we do now. So you could get crazy stage 2 techs and decks because they could actually pull it off. Alright, last pack. Will we have some magic? I'm gonna guess probably not. Did it not do the trick? Did not do the trick. Okay. Appleton was the pull. Alrighty, so that was an interesting box. Let's see. I'm gonna review the pulls real quick before we switch to one of the trainer's toolkits. So we had Zinnia, Espeon, Suicune, Wyvern, Lycanroc, Full Face Guard, Leafeon, Pixel VMAX. So 8 pulls, not a bad box. Not a bad box. These guys off the side so they can be sleeved. The bulk collection is like the shame walk after opening something. You have to put it all in something and then go, oh, look at all these cards that I will probably play with like 3% of. Alright. Little intermission between booster boxes. Let's crack a pack from a trainer's toolkit. Who else has gotten any trainer's toolkits from the latest round of trainer's toolkits? The blue ones like I've got here. I like the Crobat artwork that they have in these. Pretty nice. Right, so there are our packs from the Trainer's Toolkit. That awesome artwork from the Crobat. Alright, let's get these packs started. Just 4 packs from the Trainer's Toolkit. We got a Sword and Shield base set, Vivid Voltage, and 2 Chilling Reign. Alright, so let's, and a coin of turn. Let's start with the worst first. We'll start with Sword and Shield base set. Oh, I feel like I should open Vivid Voltage. Wow, Safari Zone is usually really good about getting this stuff out early. I'm surprised you're still waiting. Did you get a late order, or? How was it good? I don't know if you can see that on camera. There's like a little splotch there. Yeah, there you go. That's right out of the box, too. Abby and Pico VMAX. I actually got a pull. Sword and Shield base set would be the one to get a pull from. Okay, second wave. That explains it. Alright, let's start with the second worst. Since we got the big chunk and Sword and Shield, maybe we can get the bigger chunk and Vivid Voltage, right? Didinjet, and our pull is not a pull, it's Executor. Okay, 2 Chilling Reign. So Chilling Reign, there's a lot of good stuff in Chilling Reign. Hopefully we get something amazing. Push base does have quick ball, but like that's it pretty much. Other than like the gold, or not the gold Zacian, but the full art Zacian. Alright. Alright, Chilling Rain Pack 1. Lightning Energy. Fire Resistant Gloves, Pokemon Lantern, Raboot, Piglet, Vesta, Inkay, Rockruff, Ghastly, Castform, and the Pole. Oop, that's sparkly. Evolve! Not only is it a rainbow, it's a bad rainbow. Woohoo! Let's get shinies of all the unplayable cards. I'll give it this. It's one of the better looking rainbows. I still don't like the rainbows. I wish they would do just full arts. The second Chilling Rain pack. Melanie. Delibird. Vesta. Lots of Vesta. Mareep. Heracross. Platypus. Echoing Horn for all your Urshifu Molly needs. And Solospuk. Alright. I don't think we did that bad, honestly. I mean, a Morpeko, not worth a lot. Seabold, probably not worth very much either. But you know what? We did get 2 pulls. I think that's not too shabby. We weren't really going for pulls from the trainer, still could anyone going for all the staple cards, so that's nothing to sniff at. Alright, let's crack open another booster box, shall we? If I can manage not to drop everything. Okay. Box 2. Alright, box 2, you gotta treat it better than box 1. But the first box thought we wanted Zinnia, and it was right about that, but we want Zinnia on every place. Alright. Let's do one of each again. See who wins in this one for the first pack. Alright. First pack's Umbreon. Crystal, and the rare is Wishy-Washy, right? So Umbreon's chances of winning are not super great. You know. Up this Nuzleaf and Talonflame. By far the worst chunk of the pre-release kits, let me tell you. It's sad too, because like even a few years ago, something like Talonflame would have been actually super good. But now it's before the advent of tag teams, well, stage 2s were at least functional. I feel like an old player already. Back in my day, we had to build the decks with gum, toothpaste, whatever else we had. Oh, we got shiny. Espeon VMAX. Ready? First pull of the box is Espeon. I think that was out of the Ray box. The raid pack. Alright. Raldon time. I'll reap the sheep. Drowsy. Too much NyQuil. Swablu. And another Altaria. Something is telling me that I must play a deck with Altaria. Not sure what that something is, but it really wants me to play Altaria. If only the POG format were a real format, right? Then it would actually matter. Then we could play that Suicune control deck. Altaria and... oh well. Do treasure energy, and the rare in this card pack is Rayquaza V. It's a pull. With Ultra Ball coming back, I think Rayquaza V might actually be okay, but it does need some sort of bench protection. I don't know that necessarily Mew or a card like Mew is the answer. Maybe Sky Pillar coming back would be the answer. But yeah, Ray. I'm not so fond of Ray right now. Alrighty. Alright, let's see if we can keep up the polls. See if we get something busted, maybe even a VMAX. That would be nifty. Look at another VMAX. Sylveon VMAX is a start. Make it. Bergmite. Arcana. Volga. Ampharos and something shiny. Please don't disappoint me. Please be Leafeon. No. That's not Leafeon. Leafeon does not have Max Tree. This has got to be like the worst VMAX in the set. 40 damage for each supporter in the discard pile. Like, that could be like 70 and still probably barely be functional. Revenant VMAX is so bad I put it with the rest of the book. That's cute. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, Darkness Energy, Hippopotame. Golduck. Hey, it is so bad. Like, your hair, Bumpkaboo, Bagon, Love Disc, Heat Slucker, Floette, and back to not Scrapple. It's Kyurem. It's a hollow rare, so we'll take it, but one of those cards where you wish it were a different type. If you were a water type, it might even be playable, because at least you'd have Frostmoth help power it up. But since it's dragon typed, it's useless. Linia. Cool. Sableye. Ursa. I've built Leafeon already. I built Zacian already. I'm probably... ooh, hey, Jumpa. I'm probably going to try a few of the other decks. I know I need to get Umbreon still. I might grab Rayquaza just to have it. Maybe after the hype dies down a little bit, the price will probably change. Yeah. I don't know. I want to play some jank too. Like I love me some jank. I might try like Garbodor VMAX or something and see if I can make that stick somehow. Be Puffy. 2d5. We catch it. And Seismitoad out to haunt our packs. Cool, relegated to an uncommon. Bad Gossifleur. That Sword and Shield Gossifleur is just so good. Like, you really can't ever play another Gossifleur. Like, even in a cube, that Sword and Shield Gossifleur is just so broken. Shift tree. Alright. Regidrago I have built. It's so fun. I really enjoyed Regidrago when I was testing. I know some of my testing partners were kind of frustrated playing against it, though, because it was way better than they thought it should be. That's always the best kind of deck. When they're like, oh, well, it's not going to be any good. Because, you know, energy costs are too high, and it's a Pokemon with not enough support, and blah, blah, blah. You know, there's always the reasons, right? I mean, obviously, I've been picking on Rayquaza. That could just as easily have been super broken. I'm sure somebody will find a way to bust it, but now it's not seeing much success. Bagon and there's something here. I want to party. Rainbow Aroma Lady. First Seabolt. No, Aroma Lady. Well, yay rainbows, I guess, right? Look at that blinding card. So it's great. I have a trades binder, and I just throw all my rainbows in there because I generally don't really care to hold on to them. And so it's great opening it up right below a light in the shop, and immediately the person's like, ah! Like, yeah, I know, it's annoying, isn't it? But it's nice to put the rainbows up front too, because then they're like, oh, shiny. You'd always sell them their collectors because it's like, oh, rainbows. Meanwhile, I'm like, give me playable stuff, please and thank you. I will let you pay the $20, $30 in trade value this garbage rainbow has so that I can get something worth something. Then, Elegance. That moment when your reverse hollow is better than the regular. $11. I mean, the waifu tax helps, I guess. But Aroma Lady is still not a good card. Energy. Yeah. Okay. And Arctovish. Why couldn't this have just been in Chilling Rain instead of bulking up this set? I never understood why they moved Dracovish, or Dracozolt rather, and Arctovish to this set. Like, this set had plenty of Vs and VMAXs already, and they had to move the Bolt from the previous set to this one. At least Dracozolt could have been somewhat playable in the last set, because it wouldn't have had rotation yet, so it would have had access to triple acceleration energy, a type of Coco Prism Star. It would have been fine, right? And now it's like, oh, look at this card that's completely unsalvageable. Yay. Okay, treasure energy. Eldegoss, the hollow version. I only have the non-hollows from the pre-release kits right now. That's pretty. Speaking of memes, that Smeargle. I'll probably build that too at some point. At least I'm getting some rounds. People really wanted to come out to play Gustler and Apple. And Hollow Rare. Laura, I don't. Did I not do the pack trick? I don't think I did the pack trick. Nope, didn't do the pack trick. Alright, Pinsir. These glove cards, I'll be glad when they're done with them, because they are a great way to just bulk the sets. Like, when I was translating them for Poke Beach for the last couple of sets, I was like, yay, another card that's garbage. Like, decks just don't have enough space to run enough copies of those various cards to make them worth anything. In most cases, something like Vitality Band or the Inteleon engine is just another Altaria. Just so much better. Altaria really, really, really wants to say hi, guys. Everybody say hello to Altaria. Fletchinder, Lantern, Pedlo, Bergmite, Drowsy, Draggy, Bagon, Lucky Ice Pop, and Ampharos. Yay, hooray. That's another one of those cards you wish could be playable, just because it would give Flappy Deck something to work with if everything else got knocked out. But, you know, they decided that since Flappy was so good, they didn't need to make Ampharos any good. I mean, they could have made it like the one from, was it Lost Thunder? That is, you lost an energy and it does other stuff. But oh, a Rummer Lady and a Shifter. Non-Hollower. Amazing how many of these cards just have vanilla effects too. Like even with as much bulk as there is in the set, you think would be like Call for Family or you know, Sleep on a Coin Flip, Poison on a Coin Flip, just something that would make it more interesting. But a lot of them really are just vanilla. Like, you know what? We don't need to put any effort into designing this card because we know it's going to be bulk, so have fun. What's up, Lizard? Liz R, Lizard. Elements. Look at that art. The art's good. The art's great in this set. I just wish some of the cards would be better. That's one thing Pokemon generally does pretty well, but like it'd be a lot easier to appreciate the card arts if they were, you know, bigger all over the card. Full arts are fantastic, people. We just make every card a full art. If it's not a full art, it's an alternate art. Woohoo. Hey, I know a game that does that. Digimon. Cool. And something else. Ooh. Umbreon finally makes an appearance. Heck yeah. Now I just need 3 more of these and 4 of the VMAXs, and I'll have what I need to play like one deck. Yay. Umbreon is really, really good. Just like Lycanroc GX in that respect, where it's never gonna not be good just because it's such a strong effect. Gordy got shafted. So I started collecting Pokemon when I was a kid. I played when I was a kid back when Toys R Us, and played for a while. Obviously not competitive because I was a kid and generally didn't have knowledge about anything. But I played, I had fun with it. Kind of got out of it in high school, got into World of Warcraft. Biggest mistake I've ever made. Don't do that, kids. Just stay with Pokemon. Got out of it for that. Came back around the release of Ultra Prism. Brother-in-law and I actually got some Burning Shadows ETBs at Walmart, and that's how we got back into it. We both tried to build our own little decks with the pulls that we'd gotten. And that was the rabbit hole that got me at least back into the game. He hasn't really played in a while, but game's really very fun. That's one thing I always bring up when I talk to parents of kids that are trying to get into the games. Like, it's like, well, me as a kid really, really loved the game. I had super fun with it. When I got back into it, it still turns out, the game's actually fun. Who knew? Because I know a lot of times as a kid, you get into these things where you enjoy something, and as an adult, you go back to it and you're like, whew, that was awful. What was kid me thinking? Like, I remember as a kid, I liked the movie Zoom with Tim Allen and Kate Mara, I think. Absolutely atrocious movie. I went back and watched it as an adult and went, how did I get any enjoyment out of this whatsoever? Master of Disguise, similar situation where kid me absolutely adored the movie because it was dumb humor, and adult me watched it and went, wait, humor, dumb or otherwise, really? It's yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the kid goggles can make you like things that just aren't any good, but thankfully I think Pokemon Trading Card Game managed to avoid that pitfall. The game actually is fun. Like, we all like to moan and groan about, this card or that card or this format or that format or this ban or that ban, but ultimately we do still love the game. And that's why we're here. Okay. I can't even say that I've seen the movie or even heard of the movie Airborne. Yeah, let's do that. Summons and let's see here. That's probably a little bit better, right? I've got to get a better camera set up because this one's just not working for me. Too close to me. Apple. We're due for another hit, right? Maybe. By Crafty Zygarde. Oliver. Thanks, Liz. I know I can be a little boring at times because, you know, I get a little disheartened the card pulls, but you know, I think everyone does. It's just trying to keep up with the energy can be a little exhausting. I'm not Leonhardt, not even Press Caribou. I can't have that level of energy for the whole stream. But I appreciate that you guys are watching me and enjoying, you know, seeing what I managed to pull out of these packs. I see sparkly, and I'm kind of hoping it's great, but I'm kind of anticipating it not being. Okay, C dot and that's okay. Mess up the card pack apparently. And Volcarona. Okay, here's another card that I adore. Not because the card is good, although it actually isn't that bad, but because the art is just so fantastic. Like, how awesome is this art? So cool. Ah, okay, Luke. Honestly, I think the art's been pretty good in general since Cosmic Eclipse. Cosmic Eclipse was really the start of the chain of super good art. I think they realized what they could do with those alternate arts and just went, "Oh, hey, yeah, that's something." Zinnia, Copycat. Ice Cube deserves to have a good card. I feel like every card that comes out with Ice Cube on it is just inherently bad, and it's sad because like the Pokemon is cool and has some awesome ideas in behind it in the games, but then the trading cards are just like, nah, bulk. Lilligant. No. We got a few packs left. Hopefully all these are hits. This is why you buy singles, kids. And adults. I always tell people it's super fun to open packs, but it is basically never worth it financially. Athletic. My lady. Sun Badge, Pyroar. Lantern. None of my like. Yay. Alright, 2 packs left. My favorite Pokemon, I've been saying for a while that it's Cramorant, but I'm not actually sure that's really true. I think it actually might be Blossom. I do really love Cramorant though. No, prior to Sword and Shield, I would say that would have been Magneton. I do also really love Megaton. But yeah, it's probably it's either Blossom or Cramorant. I do wish they'd give Blossom another card. Ideally, a great one. Like if they're gonna reprint Tapu Lele's effect with Wonder Tag, and I hope they do at some point in the future. I hope they give it to Blossom just so that Blossom can have like a face in the game for a while. Oh, Regieleki. Hollow rare. The little bird killer himself. Alright, last pack. Hopefully we get some last pack magic out of this. Box does not feel very cooperative to me. We will, of course, review the polls to see if I'm just imagining things, but... Energy. Pyroar. Dragon. Pursuit. Chan. Fletchling. Cool. Don't want to play again. And Gorgeist. Okay. Let's look at the pulls from this pack, or from this box real quick. We got the Volcarona V, Umbreon V, Arctovish V, Revenant V Max, Rayquaza V, Espeon V Max, and Roma Lady. The 7-pull box. We're actually, this box was a little weak. Maybe because I got 2 V Maxes in it, they messed it up a bit. I don't know. Feels a little weak though. Maybe that Aroma Lady is what did me in. That is the second Rainbow Rare full art I pulled though. So that's kind of cool. Alright, we're gonna crack open the other Trainers Toolkits packs real quick, and then we'll switch to the final booster box for Evolving Skies. Hopefully this Trainers Toolkits packs will be as good as the last one. I strongly doubt it, but hopefully. Second Trainers Toolkit. I wish Trevenant were better. I almost wonder if they're trying to atone for their sins with the Trevenant from XY and just making Trevenant garbage from now on. Because XY Trevenant is, even now, I think still fairly a good card. Especially with the Goose Shake going around. Again, we get the same pack. So we will go ahead and open up the worst first. That was Sword and Shield last time, but honestly I think it's probably Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage hates me. Let's crack Vivid Voltage first. Give it a chance to prove itself wrong. Prove me wrong, I guess. Alrighty, Vivid Voltage, let's see what you got. Energy. Wash Water Energy. Chester Bath. On top, the Dene, Gilbert, Oshawott, Duskull, Paraseed, Skidoo, and Electros. Yes, that's true. Vivid Voltage hates me. It knows. John, I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna be a hot garbage pack again. All right. Water Energy. This is a Sword and Shield pack, in case you haven't guessed it. Sea King, one of the trolliest cards from the set. Valerian Linu. On chat. Mudbray. Rookie. Krabby. Love that art. Rookie. Rhyhorn. Bunny, and oh, it's a hit. Torkoal. I really do love Torkoal. Torkoal is one of my favorite Pokemon too. I love Torkoal. I saw him in Sapphire when I was playing through, and I was like, oh, have to catch him. That pack was not sealed worth a darn. All right, this is Chilling Rain number 1. All right, Press Energy, Avery, Laffy, the bad Laffy, Clara, Larvesta, Double, the good one, Lediva, Ovet, Brawler, Impact Energy, and the pull is definitely a pull. It is. Is he? Yeah, Torkoal V worked for like a week before people realized how to choke it up. Unfortunately, the way to beat Torkoal was just to be more consistent, which, when you're a welder deck, frankly, not that hard. And Aggron. Okay. So 2 hits out of that, so not bad. Not super well quick secret rare quick ball or flirt Clara or not Clara Caitlyn, but you know what? They're cards and they are shiny, therefore they are fun. Alright, let's get into this last booster bot, shall we? Yeah, there is a delay on the stream. I'm gonna have to play with Stream Element. When I first set up the streams on YouTube, I had a 30-second delay, and I thought that was just enough to help like make sure people weren't stream sniping as much. But honestly, I don't think it helped at all. And when I set up Stream Elements to make things look a little nicer, it no longer gives me the option to turn off the delay. So I've got to figure out what's going on. I don't know if maybe I need to stream directly from YouTube or start the stream from YouTube first with the new settings or what, but yup. Actually, I really don't like the delay, turns out. All right, let's do one of each again and see who wins. My guess is it probably won't be Umbreon. Or all right, Sylveon gets the first pack. I use OBS Studio. All right, Marshadow, Oliver. Umbreon's turn. Energy. That's great art for Pikachu. It's not that it's slow, it's on an intentional delay. Or at least it was intentional at one point. It's delaying on purpose. Like I said originally, it was to make sure people couldn't when I was playing the game, make sure people couldn't snipe me quite as easily. But I kind of really don't like it. I've just got to adjust the setting and I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong and why it's still applying. Because it's an intentional thing. I think normally it should only be about 2 seconds, just so that the buffering can keep up. Okie dokie. Swilus. Zinnia's Resolve. Zinnia's Resolve is such a good card. Flip up. Yeah. I'm actually kind of hoping that Professor's Research rotates in this next block and that they don't reprint it with a new regulation block. Just so that we can see a bit of variation in the supporter play. Shake and Drampa. Because you get cards like Zinnia's or Copycat and stuff like that, really interesting, and And I think make for richer gameplay than just this card draw 7. Don't get me wrong, Research is a very good card, and I'm glad that it's in the format right now. Although I think I would have preferred it not be in the format with Detonate. But still. Best card I currently have from the polls today. I'm not sure what you're going after. Like I've got a lot of cards, but like I have a ton of cards. All right, here we go. Copycat again. Copycat, I think, could see a little bit of play, especially with the Italian engine, because if you're playing against something like Shadow Rider and they have these enormous hands, like that's an easy like shuffle draw 10. Or you could get like a shuffle draw 16 or some craziness like that. Yeah, I agree. And John, if you remember my custom card set, the version I did of Lily actually made it so that you could play the card with a slightly different effect, admittedly, but you could play the card on turn 1. And I think that would be ideal as a turn 1. I think all these draws they have support. Actually, I almost wonder if they should just split supporters into 2 different card types. Maybe make it so you can only play 1 or something, but like the problem we've got with the supporters is that you have the setup cards, and you have the base draw cards, and then you just have the break the game cards. Like you have stuff like Welder and Kiawe and Marnie that probably shouldn't be allowed to be played on turn 1. Wally, again, also Wally shouldn't be allowed to be played on turn 1 most likely, even though it's currently legal. At least turn 1 going first. But you know, there are also cards like Professor and Professor Oak Setup, or even Brawly that could actually see play if they were allowed to be played turn 1. Like they're setup cards. They're supporters, but like I don't know. And because you can't play them going first, they don't see play. That exact thing killed Bridget too. You know, this card that was seeing tons of play and expanded, from seeing tons of play to none, or like 1 copy at best, because it was suddenly no longer worth it to include it because you just run item cards, and that was better because you could use item cards going first. You decrease your chances of getting donked if you're running an item card versus if you're running Bridget and end up getting stuck going first, and then you're suddenly like, well, I lose because I've got donked. Start that poor little birdie, and Reggie Lucky comes to kill it. And Talonflame. I like Talonflame as Pokemon, but I'm still upset about the previous kits. No pulls just yet out of this box, but hopefully that will change. Yeah. Did I do that wrong? Totally did that wrong. Woohoo. The Milotic's on top. So that's the pull from this pack. We'll just flip to the rest real quick. Oh look, it's another Altaria. I have so many Altaria. Don't have much of anything else, but I have lots of Altaria. Yeah, I mean, cards like those used to play. Not Mad Party. Lost March used to play Elm. Like it used to use a supporter-based setup card because it was helpful. It was useful. But now that you can't play them going first, they're dead cards. Lily is a dead card turn one, and that's unfortunate. Here we go. First pull of the set of this box, rather, not of the set. Lycanroc V. Our second Lycanroc V. Oh. Drowsy and drowsy. Oof. Aimed at, oh, there's something stuck. Rayquaza A bulk. Rayquaza V. Great art, but unfortunately not the best of cards. HP is actually not that bad. And damage output's not horrible for rotation. So maybe if you want a functional budget deck, you throw that in with some Cape of Toughness and some Flappy and just pray that you don't ever run into Urshifu. I love that it says free retreat, but it was super trolly and pre-release to just flip for paralysis. And it's Marigold. Okie dokie. Fire Energy, Spirit Mask, Palpitoad, Golduck, Lotad, Pidgear's, Diagonal, Nickit, Outland, and Seismitoad coming out to play again. I was just thinking about the whole turn one supporter thing too. Like they're so afraid of a good turn one supporter they print a Beauty. Beauty's like, you can play this card if you go first, draw 2 cards. Like, okay, so it's sort of kind of useful in turn one, but it's a completely awful card the whole rest of the game. Like, I don't know. Their design philosophy is weird. They need to just find a way to fix that. Like, I think Melanie was maybe an overcorrection. I think it should have just been, you know, to... They don't want Melanie to work on non-rule boxes. Or at least that's the effect that they get ultimately, because it can only work on Pokemon V. They don't want it to work on whatever the next gimmick is, obviously, that's why they've done that. But the side effect is that it doesn't work on regular Pokemon either. So, you know, they get shafted in the process. But, you know, the so-called baby Pokemon get shafted constantly anyway. Golduck, Herdier, Tentacool, Pumpkaboo, Bagon, Love-Disc, T-Dot, Elemental Badge, and the pull is a Vaporeon V Full Art. Now that is a pretty card. Vaporeon is one of my favorite evolutions, and it is my favorite Gen 1 evolution. That's cool to see. They're really nice Full Art, actually. 5 Ben, Remembering that they are artists, I guess, right? I really liked the background art for the not necessarily, I guess it's technically art, right? The background art for the Sword and Shield full arts. I really didn't like the full arts from Sun and Moon. They did not look very good. Metal Energy, Hip Blue, Mental Badge, Herdier, Tissue, C-Dot, Lillipup, Aegon, Litleo, Shelgon, and our pull from this pack rather is no way. Hell yeah! We pulled it, guys. We got it. Heck yeah! All right, this one single-handedly made all 3 boxes worth it. All right, this is automatically the best box of the 3. Got the gold card. Rayquaza V alternate art featuring Zinnia. That is just too cool. I've really liked the art in this set, and this card was my favorite. It has the favorite art for sure. I'm so happy to pull this card. Heck yeah. Oh, you have no idea how happy that makes me. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that definitely makes this box worth it. That's super good. Alright. Well, we got the gold card, so if we don't put any more Evolving Skies, we gotta find a new gold card, right? Or maybe we're just like, let's get a second one. And we're not even halfway through this box yet. Heck yeah. Ion and Hydreigon Hollow Rare. Heck yeah, that is... Oh, yay. Hold it. Woohoo! Raihan again. Got lots of Raihan, and that's good, because I don't have a lot of Rosa. And I opened up 6 booster boxes of Cosmic Eclipse. You'd never know that with how I pulled for Rosa. Like, the whole rest of this box could be bulk, and I'll be okay with it because I got the Ray. Woo! It is nicer than the VMAX. I agree completely, Twitchy. I think the Ray is the V rather is just so much nicer. The Alt Art Ray is, and like I don't really care for the Alt Art VMAX. Like it's fine. It's worth a lot of money. I would probably sell it and whatever. But like I really love the V art. Like it's so pretty. It's definitely a collectible card, let me tell you. I'm glad to add it to my collection. The 110 bunny, that's I'm assuming the V. What's the V max going for, do you know? I'm sure it's more just because it's rarer. The V maxes are kind of hard to pull. Still haven't pulled a V max in this box. $250. Okay, yeah. So the V max is definitely worth more. Even still, I like the V. I like the V way more art-wise. I think it's just prettier. Is that the first Gigalith? I know I don't have very many. Ooh. No, I don't have very many of those if that's not the first. Guys. Not a pull, but it's Gorgeist. He's gonna hunt the set. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Umbreon is super playable. Rayquaza is a fan favorite, and everybody's still hyped on the deck right now. I think it's gonna be they're gonna be up for a while. I mean, evolutions are always worth a lot, right? Evolution, or not secret rares, but evolution ultra rares. Everybody loves Eevee. Everybody loves evolutions. Like, if they want to make money, all they need to do is print, like, I don't know, Drakeon and Diamantion and Diamond and Pearls, Legends of Arceus, and they've got it, right? You're already doing regional forms for the new region, or, well, for old Sinnoh, if you will. They might as well add in some evolutions while they're at it. The secret rare, what? Damn, puppet. Fun. I like both of the Umbreon arts. I think I like the V more, but I like both the Umbreon arts. Anyone up for doing a price check for Panducky? Altar Sylveon would be really nice to pull too. That would be really cool. Pulling all these cards and getting excited, and I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it be great if, you know, they update the client and PTCG Live is actually something amazing and not just an overhauled PTCGO. What else will we open? Victory and Apple. Fire energy. Face start. Touching there. I don't know. Like that. I mean, it depends on what he's got, like, in that Victini deck. Because if you really feel like playing Victini, that's fine. But I would. Oh, it's a max tree again. Yay. Yay. We got a VMAX though. Like I know people are hyped on Victini as a post-rotation deck, especially paired with Umbreon and Umbreon VMAX. I don't know how I feel about it with Ice Rider and Inteleon running around. I don't know. Like, yeah, Urshi helps check them, but yeah, exactly. I agree with John. You can just pick up the cards yourself. Like I don't know that it's worth trading a crazy good card full wise for that. Okay. Yeah, it's like unless his post rotation deck comes with the Umbreons, then yeah, maybe it'd be worth it. But something tells me that's not going to be the case. It's probably built with like catchers or something, if anything. Yeah, I think you should build it yourself because chances are you have some of the cards too. You're not gonna have to buy all of it, right? You're gonna have to buy some of it. You're gonna end up with a cheaper deck, and that's assuming you want to build Victini in the first place. You might want to build Leafeon, you might want to build Rayquaza, you might want to build Urshifu, uh, or Ice Rider. Ice Rider is one of my favorite decks still. Leafeon and Ice Rider both. Um, there's lots of good stuff to play, and I don't know necessarily that. I don't necessarily know that Victini is the right option. Like I said, still a good card, even if it doesn't see play right away. It probably will see play again, but I hesitate to say, yeah, run with Victini when Ice Rider is so prominent. Glaceon VMAX. Yay, another evolution. One of my least favorite evolutions, but it's a very good card. Crystal Veil is not anything to laugh at. And since this has access to Snow Leaf Edge, it's not its weakness to metal isn't actually that big a deal. So yeah, good card. Yeah, Ice Rider's super budget friendly for a competitive deck. Well, I mean, so Pun Ducky, the thing you need to know about Crobat is when a Crobat's in a deck, it doesn't make it a Crobat deck. Crobat is a support Pokemon. It's there to draw cards. It's not there to attack. But yeah, Zacian V is really good, and it's also an Inteleon Engine deck. Pretty much anything Inteleon Engine feels super good. Yeah, if you can get a hold of the Inteleon League Battle deck and just get some upgrades off a TCG player, you're going to be in a decent spot. Like, yeah, it's not Ice Rider, although it does have a lot of the same pieces that Ice Rider would use. It's a good start for a new player, and you're not gonna want to burn the bank right off the start as a new player, because you'll make some bad decisions both with purchases and with play. It's better to start out with something that's semi-competitive, or at least cheap, and then once you got your feet wet, go in a little further. Yeah. I love Ice Rider too. Ice Rider is so fun. I do wish the deck were a little bit more complex, but I do appreciate that it's more complex than some of the other decks just because of the Inteleon engine. So Bunnybirds made some good suggestions. John has to. Ice Rider is a very good option. Zacian is a very good option. The Inteleon VMAX, all three of those are good options, I think, for a beginner player. The Inteleon VMAX deck, probably the least competitive of the three, but it's probably also by far the cheapest because you can pick up the League Battle deck and just upgrade it, and that gets you a big chunk of it. Ooh, we got something shiny. Boost Shake. Nice. Urshifu is really good. If you feel like spending some money, that's a good option. Urshifu is super good. I don't know how long it's going to be good because you've got Mew VMAX coming out in Fusion Strike, and that's going to be smacking it for weakness. And it might cause deck to fall apart. We'll see. But it's a good deck, especially right now. We could print and Dream Ball, and the only thing I'm dreaming of is Ultra Ball. I'm so ready for Ultra Ball to be back. I know some people are like hesitant to see it back or even don't want it back, but I am so happy. There's one card that allows for a lot of variation in decks. Ultra Ball. Yeah, I would keep the card. It's an evolution. It's an alt art. Honestly, it's gonna probably only get more expensive. Urshifu does have a League Battle deck coming out, but it doesn't come out until the release of Fusion Strike. So it's gonna be a minute before it does come out, and I'm afraid that by that point, the deck will be outclassed by Mew VMAX. Oh, we got something else. What is this? Oh, it's the tree haunting us again. This time it's the V to the VMAX. Disc and Kiram. Covenant wants me to play it, but how do you play something that can't function in the first place? Like, it's so bad. Alright, let's get that last pack magic, shall we? Let's see if we can pull something good. Oh. Let's go here. Darkness Energy. Into Cruel. Rubber Gloves. Good card is good, but something tells me they're going to print something to counter all that snipe. Blue, E-Dot, Blue Bat, Eevee, Simple, Upatoad, and rare is Altaria, who really, really wants to be seen. I think that's like, I don't know if anybody's kept track, but that's like my 12th at least. But like, ultimately, you gotta make the decision yourself. I love Ice Rider. I think that's a great choice. I think Zacian is also a good choice. Urshi, again, still a good choice. If you want to have something that breaks the tie for you mentally, maybe kind of look at the standard archetypes page on my website on justinbasil.com and the price, and just go with the cheapest one. But ultimately, it does come down to you. What do you want to play? What do you feel works with you, and what you want to do, right? Right, let's look at what we got from this box. We got the star of the show right there, the Ray V, Max. And there we go. So an 8-pull box, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream now. Definitely up to chatting on the Discord. If you're not already part of the Discord community, you can join it by going to justinbasil.com/discord. And we'll see you there. Talk to you there. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time.